The only way to dominate with Google Shopping placements is not what you think. Now, when I talk about dominating with Google Shopping, most brand owners think it's all about ranking number 1 to number 3 for their products or bidding higher than their competition, or some even say that spending more money or having the cheapest product is the best way to dominate with Google Shopping placements. But what if I told you that none of this truly matters when it comes to dominating Google Shopping? In 2025 and onwards, understanding how to truly dominate with shopping placements is all about breaking down the myths which surround this topic. So the first myth, kind of which most brand owners think about when it comes to dominating and doing extremely well with shopping, is that ranking number 1 to number 3 is actually good for their brand. So what they do is they try to spend as much money as possible. Maybe they'll increase their bids to hopefully end up ranking number 1 and number 2 or number 3. But this actually takes them away from their goal of truly doing well with shopping. Now, other brand owners, what they might do is instead of trying to bid high or spend the most money, they'll try to make their product the lowest costing product from all of their competition. So you'll see those brands where they're barely selling a product for $50 or $55, where everybody else is $100, $200 or around that range. And all this does, why this is a myth, is because this truly ends up putting your entire brand in a very tough situation where now it's all about pricing. You're essentially entering a pricing war with all of your competitors, and the moment you increase your pricing is the moment your sales tank. So ultimately, you get yourself stuck in this profit margin, which is not really enough to scale your business to the next level, nor is it enough to get more spend allocated to that product in the hopes of scaling that product eventually. And what all of this leads to is more money wasted on Google Ads spend and less money inside your pocket. Now, dominating in 2025, what is the reality behind it? How do you actually crush it with shopping placements right now? The situation has changed completely, because now dominating with Google Shopping is all about getting your product to rank number 4, number 5, or number 6, or all of those placements with one of your products or variation. Here's what I mean. Instead of just having one product rank at the very front or maybe in number 2 or number 3, what you want to do, the ultimate goal with the new strategy, is to take up as much space as possible within the shopping placement. So the best way to do that is not to take up space in the front, because that ultimately comes at a cost where now you're spending more money to rank in these placements where you could be spending less and ranking in the last 3 placements out of the top 6. But the key here is to create an ad that somebody basically cannot ignore. And Bearskin right here, Tactical, this brand, is the perfect example of this. They saw that a majority of these competitors had the actual jacket just shown on a very simple plain white background, maybe a little bit of a different background, or some of them had a plain white background with somebody wearing the product. So what they did is that they decided to spice things up and actually add some texture to their overall product image. They maybe went out and did some photography out in the wild, or they may have used some AI software to come up with this product image. And what it did is that instead of now ranking number 1 to number 3, it allowed them to rank comfortably second to last, but still get a lot more attention, a lot more impression share going towards their products versus the other products on the list. That's the ultimate goal. But you want to kind of double and triple down on this, because the 4th listing, the 5th listing, and the 6th listing, your main goal is to make all of these your brand's potential listings, because now what that's going to do is it's going to allow more of your products to get impression share. So even if this one, for example, for whatever reason, your audience doesn't like it, well, there's a very good chance they might like the 4th product that you have ranked right here from your brand. Or if they don't like that, they might like the 6th product right over here. But the ultimate goal is now, instead of having 1 out of 6 chances of selling your product, you now have 3 out of 6 chances of selling your product. So that kind of distribution, that ratio has gone higher in your favor, and you did this without having to bid high or spend more money to rank in the front. This is the ultimate goal with shopping, and this is how you dominate. Now, this begs the question, how do you even make this happen? One of the easiest ways that we see with brands we work with under my agency, which, by the way, if you run an e-commerce brand making over $50,000 per month in revenue, you want to scale to the next level with Google Ads using some of the tactics like these, go on my website, yourmarketing.com, schedule a completely free free call with me and let's see how we can potentially work together and make that happen. But the way to do this is to, number one, have more campaigns for the same product with varying bids or restrictions. So essentially, if you have this product that you are selling with a smart bidding based campaign type like Performance Max, for example, and you have a bidding restriction of 300% on that campaign, you now want to add maybe 1 or 2 more campaigns that to smart bidding focus, either Performance Max or Standard Shopping, also with a target ROAS restriction. And the only difference for these 2 other campaigns will be the actual restriction itself. So if campaign number 1 has a restriction of 300%, campaign number 2 should be like 400% or 450. Campaign number 3 should be like 600% or 700%. What we're doing is, as we go down the ladder, so to speak, we're increasing the restriction, and this allows the campaign and the product to now enter different auctions for different pockets of that audience. Because for instance, right now when I did this search for this keyword, I was allocated into one pocket of the audience with a certain income level, with a certain interest that I like to do, because Google's algorithm, it's tracking all these things, what I search for on Google, and it's basically connecting me with the right kinds of auctions. It's connecting me with the right kind of products which it thinks I am more inclined to purchase. If my interests were different, if I was a different person, maybe searching for this product from a completely different IP, I may not even have seen this product at all. So allowing Google's algorithm to kind of adjust its strategy based on these 3 different smart bidding based campaigns with different restrictions is the way to go. It's how you dominate with shopping placements. But in addition, what you want to be doing is ideally you want to have some kind of A/B testing going on with your product feeds itself. Something we do is we have this one major product feed connected to the Google Merchant Center, and we also like to launch a supplemental feed which allows us to basically duplicate this product and have basically 2 of these products, although it's for the same landing page. But now on the duplicated product with the supplemental product feed, we can now maybe change the product images, we can change the titles to make it appear side by side. But even in that situation, although it appears completely different from each other, it's for the same landing page and the same product. These are 2 of the best ways to dominate with Google Shopping. But this should lead then into things like the landing page approaches, because ultimately you'll get a lot of quick data from these multiple campaigns you have or from the strategies you're implementing within the actual product feed. From here, you want to improve the landing pages, actually go in, change the keywords to make them more high buying intent so that they are more likely to convert, and then move on to the actual keywords approach for the description as well as the title. So it's about basically getting that foundation built with the proper campaign strategy that has multiple campaigns going after similar products, and then eventually going into the product feed, the landing page, and optimizing according to that strategy. But the ultimate goal, the reason why we do all of this, is again to take up more space within the shopping placements, ideally the last 3 positions versus the first 3. And this is how you dominate with shopping. I know this because this is exactly what's working for the brands we work with under my agency, Your Marketing, which if you run a brand doing over $50,000 per month in revenue, you need some extra help scaling to the next level with the Google Ads, go onto my website at yourmarketing.com, schedule a completely free call with me, and let's see how we can potentially work together and make that happen.